we got somewhere.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning into the Painful Truth. This is your host Johnny, and this is beautiful Desiree.
Hi.
And she was talking about how her name is something else, but that was off camera.
Wait, what?
About how her name is this and that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But thank you for coming through. I appreciate you, for taking the time off your day.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. I would like to start. I mean, we weren't planning on going the way we started, but it went. It is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. What's it called? So tell the fans and me about yourself, because the only time I met you was I think it was a video shoot.
Right.
Yeah, that was the first time I met
Photo
you.
shoot.
Photo shoot.
No,
It was a
it was
video.
actually the first time was a video shoot for Arbery,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where he just fell in love with Desiree. Oh.
Pleading the
Oops.
pleading the fifth.
It's nothing. It's out of love, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, all
so
love.
but yeah, no. So yeah, from that but what's it called? What got you? Cause do you do modeling? Cause I think that's
I
what I asked you that
once,
day.
yeah, I once did modeling when I was younger. Yes, younger.
Okay.
Back in my 20s and teenagers, I did modeling.
She's making it sound like she's 70, but okay.
No,
Continue.
not that I'm in my 70s, but it's a little bit older and wiser and different. I'm at a different path. That's all it is. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Why do you stop? Why did you stop? Or if you're still doing it on the side, or
In the side, I stopped due to the fact of I started my family.
okay.
And family needs time and focus and all that stuff, so my passion just switched over to raising my family and focusing on the best that I can be as a mother,
Okay.
and to find my strength as a mother and to lead. And then eventually I knew that I wanted more than just being a mom, but just working for somebody else's. So yeah.
Okay. I can respect that. I can respect that one. I didn't expect that, but I can respect that.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. So what's it called? So are you still on the fashion show? And because I see you doing the fashion event on the 27th.
Yes.
Well,
August 27 is the first annual fashion show for Divine Crown.
Okay.
So, yes, I may not be the model, but I am still trying to capture my love and my passion all in one, because I love modeling. That was my first love. That's what kind of kept me bold. And then with the clothing, too. So, what better way to combine good things to present to your community,
Okay.
and also inspiring local and also helping local artists to showcase their talents as well.
Yeah. So what kind of activities or entertainment you gonna be having on that?
We're gonna have dancer. We're gonna have some singer, and you should come through to see who else gonna be there. So I don't want to spit everything out yet. You just gotta come out and see what's up.
Okay. I'll be there. You guys gotta be there.
Yeah,
So
come and show support.
okay, I'll be there. See, I don't like the way she does her thing. She makes a question. She answered the question like short right away. And,
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't just give them everything.
but yeah. So you say it's your passion. So when you started like doing the model, going back to it, like what was the thing that just like, oh, okay, I want to do it.
You know what? To be honest with you, clothing has always had an impact on me. Like I was telling you earlier, growing up, I didn't know how to express myself. I was this shy girl.
Shy. Okay.
I know people don't believe that.
Okay.
Yo, you guys might not believe, but I was this shy young girl, but I always loved clothing.
Okay.
Like something about clothing that just caught my attention that helped me with that boldness. And I was different and still different. And the only way that
Time
I
out. What do you
could,
mean different?
when I say different, the way how I think, the way how I dress, the way how I talk, just the way how I carry myself in a way, apparently how I look.
Okay.
So with that being said, it set me apart from apparently from a lot of people because one, I don't fit in with people.
Okay.
So with that being said, she dresses weird. She thinks weird. She talks weird. She acts weird, or she thinks she's better than us and X, Y, and Z
Oh.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I was just me, and because of that, I never fit in anywhere. So my comfort was clothes,
Okay.
and that's the only way how I knew how to express myself. So when my emotions come, one minute I'm like a tomboy, next minute I'm a girly girl, next minute I'm like sexy, and like just different type of variety of clothes, a different style that I mix together through my emotions. And when I'm sad, you would tell that I'm sad through what I wear. And still to this day, I express myself through clothing, and yeah.
So you said you still do it now. So is it so now you would you say based on those youthful experience, are you did you let it change you in a sense, or do you stuck to your root
Oh
of way?
no, I. It was hard to know who you are because you feel like you're different. You don't fit in anywhere, and you don't belong to anywhere. So it was hard. So with that being said, through prayers and because like I said, growing up, I
Mm-hmm.
was told that I was pretty. Like I was still like, ooh, girl, you are so gorgeous and stuff like that. Your skin tone and everything. Like people literally told me all that, but as I came to the United States and all that, people started making fun out of me, and I'm like,
Mm. Did he get caught booty scratching?
oh, that was there too, and they added all the things and all that, but it was just like, but as time went on, I learned to embrace myself. I knew all these things that, by the grace of God too, that whatever they said, that's not who I was.
Yeah, it's just a reflection of them.
Right. That's not who I was and stuff like that. So I didn't change in any ways or whatsoever. And by the grace of God, once again, I embraced who I was. I learned to be confident. I learned to express myself, not just through clothing too, but also be able to speak my mind when somebody says something, and not to be rude, but to also express myself like you're not gonna do this to me whatsoever. So that's how I was able to be the woman that I am. That you're like, Desiree, she just too much. No, baby girl, it's a story behind Desiree that where Desiree is at today. Okay, Desiree is not too much, but when she was quiet, oh, trust me, people
Yeah.
ride good
Oh yeah.
on me.
Oh yeah. They took that. They took
So,
advantage
oh
of that.
yeah, so
No.
yeah.
Okay. No. So what do you say? Since you decide to age yourself, would you say dating now or then was harder? Which one was harder?
You know what? Because I'm still thriving and still walking into my purpose. Because I don't feel like I've fully fulfilled my purpose or walked into my destiny yet.
Okay.
So I am still gradually learning,
Okay.
growing, adding, subtracting, all that stuff. So I would say, um, back then I was young and naive.
Okay.
Now I'm more wiser. All the experience that I have learned, of all the experience that have came to me, the struggle and everything, had made me a better young woman to grow into my purpose and destiny that the Lord wants me to go to. So I would say I'm walking to where I'm supposed to be by the grace of God. So
Okay.
everything is in process at the moment.
Okay.
And give me to like 5 years from now, you're gonna hear a different answer from that.
Okay. Sounds good.
By
Oh,
the grace of God.
amen. Because 5 years. Shit.
Yeah.
That's not. Sounds good. I got my date set up because 5 years from now we'll be in different places, which
Indeed.
will be good.
Indeed.
So you say this is a first annual for the what's it called, the event. So you're planning on doing like a yearly thing?
The goal is to have a yearly stuff, and
Okay.
one of the reason why, because that I love to help people.
Okay.
I feel like as much bad experience that I have with people, I feel like God just make my heart, no matter what, be a giver,
Okay.
and always, find a way how you can help.
Okay.
Whether it's through fashion, whether it's conversation, whether it's a hug, in any ways, just I feel like that's one of my goals. So one of the reason of the fashion show is to be able to bring all the boutiques to be able to showcase their clothes.
Okay.
But due to the fact that Divine Crown is a brand new not establishment, but up and running
Correct.
business, I have to start with Divine Crown first, and then work my way up to help other boutique, because a lot of boutiques are closing and stuff like that, and that really like broke me to say, hey, what way can I help these people
Correct.
to stay in business? Because having a fashion show is it's expensive.
Yeah, that was gonna lead to my next question, because it's like looking at the venue, looking at all that. I was gonna say, and I think when I checked it, you don't have any sponsors, so that's like out of your pocket. I can only imagine, because it's like it's not an easy event.
Oh no, it's not. It's not just financially wise, but being having a reliable person that says I'm gonna do this and actually meant what they say they're
So,
gonna do. So it's not just financially, but just that work and that team support, all that. Oh boy, yeah, you don't even want to have me started, but
hey,
seriously.
I'm there for it.
um,
I'm here for it.
yeah, it's not easy, but it's all about the passion, and it's
Correct.
have not been easy, but by the grace of God, we move.
Correct. And no, it's that's the thing with anything. It's like usually it's like having the right people to see the vision that you're trying to put out, and to be like, the thing is like trying to make sure everybody do what they're best at and not get off line.
Right.
And that's the hardest thing. And then the other thing is like relying on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to, somebody could say yes,
Mm-hmm.
and then 20 minutes later when it's time to do that thing, is like something came up, like what, you
Yeah.
just, you could have just said no and it would have been good. At least I could have found somebody else.
Yeah. But also though, with life and stuff like that, things happen.
Correct.
So I try not to take it so personal,
Correct.
because today you can plan something and tomorrow a whole different story. Some life happens.
Correct. No, no,
So
no.
I just try not to take it personal, but as me being new, I'm learning that no matter what, you cannot depend on
No,
anybody.
you can't.
Not even because you have money, you cannot
That's
depend
true.
on anybody. You
No,
gotta
that's
have that strength and that that mind to be able to say, you know what, if they don't do it, I gotta do what I gotta do to find the next person. I can get the job done. Thank you for saying that, because gratitude goes a long way, and especially to those who take their time out, especially for my models
yeah,
and like you that did my video and all that,
yeah.
and just people who don't really know me sending out support and trying to come to the fashion show. That means a lot.
Correct.
Despite on all the other negative, it's just like, wow,
Yeah,
thank
no.
you so very much for believing Divine Crown.
Oh yeah, no problem. No, for me it's like any kind of support I could give. They say support usually, it could be money, it could be share, it could be like, it could be something, but the smallest thing, because you don't know whose eye is gonna catch it.
Yep.
And this is the thing people don't understand, because I'll be telling people like, hey, I don't need your money. Yeah, if you could give me, it's great.
Right?
I'm
No.
not gonna say no.
Blessings is what I need.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Blessing bring more money.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no.
Indeed.
But if you could do your part of like, whenever I be running to people, because I was like, it was some guy that I went in high school with. So he watched a podcast, and I was not expecting that, right?
Okay.
because I was expecting it just to be a certain demographic.
Okay.
And then I don't know, I was like, yeah, man, I'll be watching your podcast, keep doing what you're doing. And then I looked at him, I was like, what? He was like, yeah. I was like, you watch that? I was like, yeah, I like. So it's like it threw me off guard because I like you don't know who is
Who's
support, but
indeed.
but there's times like I wish I can know who, so I could just say like thank you,
Thank you.
you know,
Indeed.
because it's
Gratitude.
like I want to just say that thank you, but at the same time I'm like the other way around. Like I would do things anonymous,
Right.
and I don't want that like somebody to be like praising me. So
No.
I get it when they're like,
Humbleness.
yeah. So
Okay.
I don't I literally will avoid anything that has to be like, yo, he did it or this person did it. So I was like, nope.
Right.
Yeah. So, but no, I appreciate you doing the fashion show because like in a way, I think there was a time I think a few years ago some people tried to do that, and it's like the toughest part is like what you say about like the part of putting it together and people understanding the vision and then
Mhm.
and even this is just the beginning, so it's like the day of it you're gonna be stressed,
Oh,
there's gonna be so much, actually not the day of it, the day before, the day, and
mind you, I was thick, thick, thick. Am I supposed to say it?
yeah, you are allowed to say
Mind you, I had
it.
having little meat on my bone, and baby, oh, the
No,
burn
God.
has been real. But no, on a serious note, though,
Yeah,
it has been a journey.
yeah,
It has been a long journey, but I know that it gets harder.
yeah,
So just gotta be a big girl and just remember, it's not about being perfect,
yeah.
because once we shoot for perfection,
You're gonna
that's
fail.
when disaster continue to happen.
Correct.
And if you keep holding back, I feel like I won't get there, because this was my mindset before, because this is like 5 years ago I did try to do this fashion show.
Okay, see.
um I did.
Okay.
And every time I reach out to people, we start the process, next thing you know, they come back with a story, then everything goes down. Like 3 people I literally reached out to, did the process and everything, get into the start, the actual deal, they all back on me. I literally had to start from zero, and just like, and I was hurt and all that and just so devastated, but it
Yep.
kept calling, like,
Cause
because it's
that's
there. It's like, and I was like, because my mind was like, if they ain't perfect, I don't want to do it, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. But no, I gradually had to learn that if you are waiting to have the perfect set, the perfect team,
It's not gonna happen.
it's not gonna happen.
I'm actually proud of you for doing it. Like to be honest with you, it's like I'm proud of you because starting something. I used the same thing like when I shot the box.
Okay.
So like the first season, to be honest with you, I've been trying to shoot film for the last whatever years, right? So either I get people up like, oh, you gotta have the right camera, you gotta have the right light, you gotta have the right sound, you gotta. So then it's like I'm trying to get that, but then I know that I mean the crazy thing is like I'm trying to save the money, but every time I save money, something happens, so I can't get it. So then I was like, you know what? F it. 2020, I just bought a camera, so I started doing my own stuff. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I've been trying. I shot something for a project, and I was like, yeah, let me see if I could throw this thing and see what people say. So they're like, oh, you could do it in, because I like if I do a show, I could do it weekly, not knowing the problem behind it,
Yeah.
because I thought I had it. So, so I was like, oh yeah, I could drop it to you guys weekly. Otherwise, we could do a film. It'll be a 6 month project waiting. They're like, oh, do a show. Started the show, right? The things that I had to go through, I'm glad I went through it
Okay.
because what's it called? It humbled me, but also showed me that I wasn't crazy enough uh, to start it. So it was like in a sense like okay, it's like there's so many things that you're gonna learn from this process that you already know. Actually, you're like oh you have learned already, but once like you wake up the next day, the next week, I bet you can't wait for that to do that again because you're gonna learn so much. You gotta be like oh it wasn't as bad as I thought it
Yeah.
was, and that's the part where you gotta remind yourself. I don't know if you like many, not many people, but I know I'm one of them where I don't celebrate myself. So I'll tell you, celebrate it. Once you accomplish it and you've done, sit down, kick back, and enjoy and celebrate because
Yeah.
that's the hardest thing to do. I'm trying to learn how to do that.
Indeed. No, I try to keep a humble heart because,
Yeah.
like I said, it's out of passion
Correct.
and out of, yeah, yes, I love clothing and all that, but also inspiration.
Correct.
And to also, like, if somebody out there are watching me and, just want to learn, I have a story to actually tell them,
Yep.
like, this is what happened, and you got to be bold, you have to be courageous, and you have to want it no matter what somebody else is, because remember, it is your vision. You see what everybody else don't see,
Correct.
but you trying to present it to them for them to see.
Correct.
Now is the how much do you want to, how bad
Do
do
you
you
want
really
it?
want it?
That's true.
And that no matter what the storm that may come, are you ready to climb that mountain to get on top? And
Yeah.
that's the hardest of it all, climbing the mountain. And that's the where I'm at the bottom right now, trying to climb the mountain.
You get there. You get there because you the main thing is taking the steps and you already started. Because the thing is that many people will say, "Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that," but they're not doing it. They just say, "I want to do it." You already passed the part of "I want to do it." Now
Right.
it's like you already put in the steps to it. It's like you're like putting things in motion. It's like now, okay, let's see what happened and what's it called. And like I said, you're gonna learn what worked and what didn't, and then you're gonna eliminate the things that didn't, and then figure out how you could take the thing that work and make it better, and then also learn from the other stuff. Because basically, there's gonna be things that are gonna work and there's things that are not gonna work, and that's part of the business, part of the whatever you're doing. There's gonna be that part.
Indeed.
Yeah, so, but yeah, like I said, I'm proud of you for doing it because that's something that is like it's not easy. And like I said, when I looked at it, I was like, hold up, she doesn't have any sponsors. That's gotta be costly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah,
And mine, yeah, it is very,
yeah,
very costly.
yeah.
But by the grace of God, he's doing what he have to do.
But yeah, like I said, I would like to say thank you for taking the time of your day,
Thanks.
for being humbly to graciously show up to my viewers,
Ooh.
and show up for her, the one that are local, or if you in the state, come through. It's gonna be in Fargo, North Dakota. I'll have a say more about it before we conclude.
Yeah, before we go anywhere, I do want to say thank you to my models, to performers, and everybody that has been on this journey with me. I truly appreciate you. Please come out to support Divine Crown Fashion. The first annual fashion show is going to be at Delworth, at the Tech Music Venue. Please be gracious to me. It is indeed my first, but I have been working so hard to put this vision to come alive, and I am grateful for the opportunity that you took out of your busy schedule to come attend and to be part of Divine Crown First Annual Fashion Show. Please don't miss it. Be there. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you again, and thank you guys to the subscribers, to the like, share, and comment. Do what you guys do best. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, take care. Anything else?
Adios, audience.
All
Don't
right.
forget Desiree Gibson. Facebook is Divine Crown Fashion. Instagram is Divine Crown Fashion. Website will be out August 27. Is also divinecrownfashion.com. Go grab yourself some nice, lovely clothes. And as a guy, grab your lady something. Make her feel special. Why not?
Why not? All right. I think this is the way we're gonna end it. You guys have a good one.
Have a good one. Or your mama too. Or your sister.